qualifiers who can cut through argument, debate, and doubt to offer a solution everybody can understand. In fact, in one of the forum that I attended, I was asked how I can describe the vision in simple terms. And my response to the question was, the vision is simply to rewrite the Philippine tax code that could be understood even by ordinary person. Because when you have a simple tax code, you'll have a simple tax system. And when you have a simple tax system, you create simple processes. And when you have simple processes, you address areas of discretion. And when there's less areas of discretion, you actually manage the source of traffic. So simple vision, simple tax system, and simple processes. These are just some of the features. I didn't collect the features. I just asked one of my staff to look for pertinent features, just really to show you also the difficulties that I experienced working with the public sector. After we technical visits to 3 countries. We went to New Zealand, we went to Singapore, and we went to Malaysia. Thereafter, a House deal was crafted. It was actually sponsored by even Speaker de Venecia, and 3 heads, chairman of the House, the chairman of the Ways and Means, the chairman of the budget, and I think there's another chairman of the committee. So House Bill 5054 was filed with the lower house. There were hearings, but before this bill move in the House committees, some friends of people in the agency started lambasting me in the halls of Congress. If you recall, there were also full-page ads in major dailies that were published by a group of people in the agency attacking both my personal and professional integrity. Now, one of my important acts as a commissioner was to reshuffle, to reassign revenue directors and revenue district officers. I reassigned and actually froze a number of RDOs and regional directors. Then that started my problem. Immediately 2 days after the travel assignment orders were issued, they filed a petition for TRO with the RTC in Quezon City. In just a couple of days, the TRO, to prevent the implementation of the travel assignment orders, was issued by the New York Trial Court of Quezon City. The defense was handled by the Office of the Solicitor General, and I think a few weeks after, we were able to reverse the TRO. But it didn't stop there, because they also filed a criminal case against me and some of my colleagues with a covenant. Now, they filed a criminal case for violation of election code, because at the time they claimed that I am prohibited from reassigning revenue personnel because of election bond. Notice now the debate on whether the president can appoint the Chief Justice. It's the same provision in the election code that actually prohibits movement of government personnel during the election period. Now, because of strong connections, their strong connections with the agency, the legal department actually recommended the filing of a criminal case against me. I thought that, I win the case. Why? If you look at the composition of COMELEC at the time, majority of the members of the COMELEC were appointees of President Estrada. 4 versus 3. So if you look at the numbers, then logically, the majority of the commissioners will actually approve the recommendation of the filing the case. But miracles do happen, and to my surprise, the COMELEC in fact, all of the 7 dismissed the recommendation. Everyone, including the 4 appointees of President Era, voted to disapprove the recommendation from the legal department. Now, this is not the only case filed against me. There were, I think, a total of more than 10, probably close to about 15 cases, including a case of plunder. The plunder case was filed by 15 members of the House of Representatives. Ironically, most of the congressmen belong to the majority party, where the president is also a member. Now, after almost 2 years, specifically on August 19, I again tendered my irrevocable letter of resignation. Because there was strong opposition to the bill filed in the House of Congress. The employees of the agency protested against me. But I think one of the principal reasons why the team considered that I had to resign was we're trying to compromise also the collection of taxes. In fact, for almost 2 or 3 weeks, we were monitoring the payment of taxes, and for a short period of time, there was a decline in the collection of taxes. So this is the story of, it is an unfinished story of inventing the revenue agency.
Atty. Bañez, 18 months in the PAR, I remember there was a son of the president a few months before you resigned. You had the distinct honor, you can call it that, of being mentioned by the president as being the face of reform in her administration. And yet, a few months after, here you are, out of the agency that you were trying to reform. Looking back, what would you have done differently? Because aborted reform mission, what would you have done differently perhaps so that the reform mission that you had started in the BR would not have been aborted in such short a time? Was there something that you could have changed in the way you did things that perhaps made your stay in the BR longer so that the reforms could have lasted longer?
I think one reason is I miscalculated the support of the private sector. I thought all the while that the private sector has been clamoring for reforms are with me all the way. I think at the end of the day, I realized that it was a hollow support. Now, I cannot also match the resources of both people in the House, in the Congress, and the resources of my own employees. Putting a full-page ad in major radios will actually cost you close to 300,000. We don't have the resources. In fact, one of the members of the team